You're reaching into a cabinet, or stepping off a curb, or turning around quickly because someone called your name, and for just a half second, the floor doesn't feel steady under you. Your arm shoots out for something to grab. Maybe you catch yourself. Maybe you don't. Here's the truth almost nobody says out loud. A fall isn't just a bruise. For someone over 65, one bad fall can mean a hip fracture, a hospital stay, months of rehab. And for far too many people, it's the moment independence starts slipping away. It's one of the single biggest threats to living life on your own terms as you get older. But here's the part that should make you feel hopeful, not afraid. Balance is a skill. It's not fixed, and it's not just about luck. Like any skill, it can be trained, quietly, safely, right in your own home, starting today. I'm going to show you 5 simple balance exercises, ranked from the easiest to the most challenging. They take less than 10 minutes total. You don't need any equipment, and every single one can be done near a sturdy chair or counter for safety. Number 1, the last one, is the move that comes closest to mimicking real, everyday stumbles, so your body knows exactly what to do if it ever happens for real. Quick note before we start. This is general education, not medical advice. If you have a history of falls, dizziness, or a balance disorder, please talk to your doctor or a physical therapist before trying these. And always keep something sturdy within arm's reach. All right, let's build that stability back up. And tell me in the comments, have you ever had a close call, a near fall that caught you off guard? You are absolutely not alone. I read every comment. Let's start with number 5, the simplest one, and one you can do while brushing your teeth. Coming in at number 5 is the weight shift, and it's the gentlest way possible to introduce your body to controlled instability. Here's why it matters. Most falls don't happen because someone is standing still. They happen during a shift in weight, like turning, reaching, or stepping sideways. Weight shifts train the small stabilizing muscles in your ankles and hips to react smoothly when your body's center of gravity moves, instead of being caught off guard by it. Here's how you do it. Stand behind a sturdy chair or at the kitchen counter, feet hip-width apart, both hands lightly resting on it for safety. Just resting, not gripping hard. Slowly shift your weight onto your right foot, letting your left foot get light, almost like you could lift it, but keep it touching the floor. Hold for a few seconds, feeling your right leg and hip do the work of holding you steady. Then slowly shift back to center, and over to the left foot the same way. Do about 8 slow shifts to each side. A helpful tip, keep your shifts slow and controlled. The goal isn't to sway fast, it's to feel your standing leg quietly working to keep you steady. And keep your eyes looking forward the whole time, not down at your feet. This is the perfect starting point for anyone who's felt a little unsteady lately, or hasn't done any balance work before. You're teaching your body the very first lesson, how to hold steady when your weight moves. That brings us to number 4. If this is already useful to you, tap that like button before we continue. It genuinely helps more people find this video. Number 4 is the single leg stance, and this is the classic, gold standard balance move that physical therapists use with almost every patient working on fall prevention. Here's why it's so effective. When you stand on one leg, your ankle, knee, and hip all have to fire together in tiny, constant adjustments to keep you upright. It's like a live training session for your whole balance system. The longer you can comfortably hold it, the more resilient your balance becomes for real-life moments, like stepping over a curb or catching yourself on uneven ground. Here's how you do it. Stand facing a counter or sturdy chair, with both hands resting on it to start. Slowly lift your right foot a few inches off the floor, balancing on your left leg. If you feel steady, you can lighten your grip to just a fingertip or two on the counter, but only if it feels safe. Hold for as long as you comfortably can, even if that's only 5 or 10 seconds at first. Then lower your foot, rest, and switch to the other leg. Do 2 or 3 holds per side. A helpful tip, don't chase a big number right away. 5 seconds today can become 30 seconds in a few months if you practice a little most days. And always keep your support within reach. There's no rush here. This move is wonderful for anyone who wants a real, measurable way to track their balance improving over time. Write down your seconds each week and watch the progress. Now let's move to number 3, where we start adding movement. Number 3 is the heel-to-toe walk, sometimes called tandem walking, and this one trains balance while you're actually moving, which is where most real falls happen. Here's why it matters. Standing still and steady is one skill, but walking steady is another. This exercise narrows your base of support on purpose, in a safe, controlled way, so your brain and muscles practice the exact kind of precise foot placement and balance correction you need every time you walk across a room or down a hallway. Here's how to do it safely. Find a clear hallway or a long stretch of open floor near a wall you can touch if needed. Stand with one foot directly in front of the other, so the heel of your front foot touches the toes of your back foot, like you're standing on a tightrope. Slowly step forward, placing your next foot heel to toe directly in front, again and again, taking slow, deliberate steps. Keep one hand near the wall as you go, especially at first. Walk about 10 steps this way, turn around carefully, and walk back. A helpful tip: look a few feet ahead of you, not down at your feet. This actually helps your balance more than watching your steps. Go slowly. This is about control, not speed. This is excellent for anyone who wants to feel more confident walking on uneven sidewalks, at night, or in unfamiliar places. You're training the exact pattern that keeps you steady while in motion. We're almost at the top of the list, but before number 2, if you're finding this helpful, please consider subscribing. I share gentle, practical senior health routines like this regularly, and I'd love to have you with us. Number 2 is the clock reach, and this move takes your balance training a step further by combining stability with a real, functional reaching motion, exactly like reaching for something on a shelf or in a cabinet. Here's why it's so powerful. In everyday life, you rarely just stand still. You're usually reaching, turning, or leaning while balancing. The clock reach trains your body to stay stable while your center of gravity moves away from you, which is precisely the moment most reaching-related falls happen. Here's how you do it. Stand near a sturdy chair or counter, imagining you're standing in the center of a clock face, with 12 o'clock straight ahead of you. Holding lightly onto your support with one hand, lift your free arm and reach it out toward 12 o'clock, then bring it back to center. Next, reach toward 3 o'clock, back to center. Then toward 6 o'clock, back to center, and finally toward 9 o'clock, back to center. Move slowly and with control the whole time. Do 1 or 2 full rounds around the clock, then switch which hand is holding support and which arm is reaching, so you train both sides. A helpful tip: reach only as far as you can while staying steady and in control. A smaller, controlled reach is far more valuable than a big wobbly one. Balance quality always beats reaching distance. This move is fantastic for anyone who wants everyday confidence. Reaching into cupboards, picking something up off a low shelf, or leaning to grab a dropped item, without that jolt of fear. Now the moment we've been building toward. Number 1. The move that mimics real life, the closest. Here it is. Number 1. And the move I consider the single most valuable for real-world fall prevention. The controlled stumble recovery, sometimes called a step and catch. If you take only one thing from this video, let it be this. Because it doesn't just build balance, it rehearses the exact motion that saves you when a real stumble happens. Here's why it works so well. Most falls don't happen because someone lacks strength. They happen because, in that split second of losing balance, the body doesn't know how to react fast enough. This exercise safely and deliberately practices that split-second recovery step, so if it ever happens for real, a curb you didn't see, a rug that slips, your leg already knows what to do, almost like muscle memory. Here's how to do it safely. Stand tall right next to a sturdy chair, countertop, or wall, close enough to catch it instantly if needed. Keep your feet hip-width apart. Now, in a slow, controlled way, deliberately shift your weight forward, just enough that you need to take a small step forward with one foot to catch your balance, almost like you tripped in slow motion. As soon as that foot lands, pause. Feel yourself steady and balanced again, then step back to your starting position. Do this slowly and gently, about 6 to 8 times, alternating which foot steps forward to catch you. A helpful tip: this should always feel slow, small, and completely within your control. You are practicing a tiny, deliberate stumble, not a real one. Never do this on a slippery floor, and always have your support hand ready. This final move is a gift for anyone who's ever felt that jolt of fear from a near fall. You're not just building balance, you're teaching your body exactly how to catch itself, so that if it ever happens for real, your leg already knows the answer. So there you have it, 5 balance exercises, from the simple weight shift all the way to the controlled stumble recovery. The weight shift, the single leg stance, the heel-to-toe walk, the clock reach, and the stumble recovery. Together, they train your body from the ground up, steady while still, steady while walking, steady while reaching, and steady even when something catches you off guard. Here's what I want you to remember most. You don't need to master all 5 today. Pick just one, maybe the weight shift, right at your kitchen counter, and try it a few times. Add another exercise next week. A few minutes most days, done consistently, builds real, lasting stability far better than one long session ever could. And always, always keep something sturdy within reach while you practice. Safety first, every single time. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 are you going to try today? And is there someone in your life, a parent, a neighbor, a friend, who could use a little more steadiness in their step? Tell me in the comments, and think about sharing this with them too. If this video helped you, please give it a like, share it with someone who needs a little extra confidence on their feet, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Stay steady, stay independent, and take good care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.